Well, I'm back at the Bushy's beer tent with Martin, and this interview is really coming out something we were chatting when we did the last interview, and I, off camera, I was saying you must be getting ready for the next year and so on, and you were saying things were still up in the air.
Yes.
And you were hoping by this time you would know what's going on for next year, because technically this could be the end of Bushy's tent. Is that how it stands at the moment? Your contract is up.
Absolutely. We've known for a long time this was the last year of the current deal. We've been pushing and pushing to have it renewed. We were assured last year that it would all be resolved by TT 2017. Nothing's still happened. TT's upon us. We're still in the dark, and frankly, it's very, very frustrating.
You're a man who doesn't actually show frustration that much, and you've been through a lot this year with all that other stuff.
Yes.
Where is the bottleneck on this? I don't know, bottleneck carpark, but where's the bottleneck? Is it a corporate thing? Is it a government thing? Where's your problem?
It's all, the decision is all with Douglas Corporation, and I don't want to sort of be. I mean, we have a great relationship in every other respect with the corporation. Their workers have done wonderful things to help this happen, but it's just this aspect of not knowing where we stand. It's not fair to our staff who don't know what's happening, our contractors who don't know, and I suppose if I'm being selfish, we've lost 3 sponsors now who last year told us that they couldn't team up unless they could have at least a 3-year deal. So it really is frustrating.
Okay. Well, something will be here then. Are you getting the feeling that there's things going on behind the scene, that maybe that someone else is going to take it over, or do you want to go out to tender? I mean, what?
Well, no, we understand, yes, that it will be going out to tender, and we've said absolutely, if that's got to be the case, then so be it. But just get on with it, you know. So because even a new person coming in cold would have to have a good period of time to set something like this up. You know, we're after the 20th time, we're still learning. So it's just the frustration of not knowing, and especially having been assured that we would know by CT 2017 that the decision would have been made, and because it's just I'm being asked every 10 minutes what's happening, and it's so embarrassing not to be able to say.
Amazing frustration. Now, is this the gold mine that everyone thinks it is? I mean, is this what the problem is? That, you know, there are so many people wanting this gig.
Well, it isn't. I mean, yes, if we do well, and I have to say last year it was perfect weather conditions.
The sun was down, yeah.
We just couldn't go wrong on that year. But I'd say we know that it's well into sort of race week before we actually turn a profit. So we have to have a busy period to make it pay. So no, it's not. It isn't a license to print money. The outgoings are massive. You know, people I don't think would believe me if I told them the figures involved. But
I mean, you're paying rent on this to Corpy, right?
Absolutely.
This is not something that's just handed out.
No. Every car parking space is more than covered, you know,
they charge you per space too?
Yeah. So every space is more than covered, you know, everything is top dollar because it's TT week. So, and we don't expect any favours in that respect. But I think another frustration for me is, I know I'm going back a few years now, but in 2001, during the foot and mouth crisis, we nearly went to the wall when we were asked to put on more entertainment than usual to try and keep people in Douglas, to keep them off the course and stop the spread of the disease. And it just feels, you know, that we've had some really bad times as well as some good times, and it just feels frustrating not to be kept in the picture.
Is there a point where you're going to turn around and say, I've had enough of this?
Well, there will come a point, if we haven't had a decision, that we will have to look elsewhere, because we just can't afford to hang around. And if we are going to have to look for an alternative site, which I have to say isn't our choice, but if we have to look for an alternative site, we really do have to be getting our act together very, very soon.